Zeeshan and to share his memories. Zeeshan?
Thank you so much. Ma'am, good evening and happy Teachers' Day to you once again. And happy Teachers' Day to all the lovely teachers watching this show today. Thank you so much for this opportunity, an absolute honor. The most memorable moment while all of you were recollecting your inspiring stories, one of the most memorable moment for me was during my 7th standard farewell. Back then, farewell used to be a big thing, right? It's an important milestone in your student life. Plus, you also look forward to all the gifts that you get during your farewell. But unfortunately, to me and my family, my dad suffered a heart attack during that time. And I was away in the ICU for about 2 weeks with my dad and naturally missed the farewell, right? So I had all these thoughts running in my mind. And after a few days, I went to the staff room and ma'am was there. And ma'am asked me, Zeeshan, why did you miss this? What happened? And I explained the entire situation to her. I broke down and I shared the things that my family went through in the last couple of weeks, and because of which I missed the farewell. So what she did was super surprising. So she had all the gifts that was given to students that day. She reserved that back for me, which I felt was such a nice gesture. And the second part was, I feel that I always felt that teachers could probably prefer a carrot and a stick kind of a model, right? Either a carrot model or a stick model, but to consider teachers to be a safe space where you can share your feelings and have that empathy conversation was amazing, right? And Grace ma'am spoke to me for an hour, explained to me how things will be fine, right? And that, I think that was the most memorable moment for me, and I'll never forget that. So thank you so much for making all of us who we are today, ma'am. Really appreciate it.
How teachers change the generations through their dedicated service. So let me start off with Vivek. Vivek, over to you.
Thanks, Rajesh. So yeah, that's quite a critical question in these times. So I think teachers change generations through their empathy, whether it's cultural appreciation, helping us understand various ethnic identities, general knowledge of the current world affairs, and various challenges that we have around the world, especially during these times. So teachers, I think teachers believe that should believe that they are a part of humanity and not just of a region or a country. And as you can see here, we are sort of a global community here. We have students from all over the world on this platform right now at the moment. And when you're a part of when a teacher believes that she's a part of humanity and not just of a country or a region, this tends to foster the same perception in our students. And that's what I think in a way Grace teacher did. I think she took up social studies and English for us and sort of helped us visualize the world in those terms as such, build up a sort of an interest into what the world was out there. And St. Aloysius especially was an institution that imbibed a sense of discipline and integrity in our personal lives, and that extended to our professional lives. So the teachers, when you talk about teachers changing generations, this is how they can change generations, and this is how they changed our lives when we were in school.
Okay, let me go with Kabir now. Kabir, over to you.
Well, being the son of a teacher, my mother always told me that teaching is the most noble profession in the world, and she is absolutely right. I think the right teacher can be incredibly influential on our students. As I mentioned earlier, Miss Grace Sons was very particular on her appearance, and this also extended to her students with the way they wore their uniform. This obviously stayed with me my entire life, as I took pride in wearing my uniform in the Merchant Navy and now as a Marine pilot. I mentioned previously that she's very particular about her discipline. I believe she set me to thrive in a very strict and regimental environment with attention to detail, accuracy, and discipline is everything. Speaking to you this evening, it's quite timely as my youngest boy is in year 4. The same age that I was in her class. And I can't help but compare the two different generations of learning experiences. Although the environment is slightly different, I'm happy to say that he's been taught with the same values of respect, integrity, discipline, and pride that Ms. Grace Sones taught me in Standard 4. So Ms. Grace Sones, thank you for being a great and influential teacher. In your own way, you've truly inspired the generations. Thank you.